Yo, what is going on, everybody? The Philadelphia Eagles lose to the Washington football team in the season finale to send Washington to the playoffs over the New York Giants. that game, that game might have been the most fun game to watch all season, and for me at least, because it was just comical. Once Nate Sudfeld came into the game lost all credibility whatsoever. Obviously, Eagles were in no situation to win. It wasn't a win you're in. The only thing that benefits you if you win is you keep Washington out, and that no hat policy gets applied. But then you send the Giants in. But Washington won 20-14, made it into the playoffs, going against Tampa first round. Nice of the NFL to give Tampa a first round bye. Now, that'll be a good game because the D-line of Washington and Brady's not mobile. I don't know. Let's talk about this game, though. Jalen Hurts, once again, struggled to throw the ball. 7 for 20, 72 yards, 1 interception, 25.4 passer rating. But on the ground, he was still good. 34 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. But let's be real. People care about what Jalen Hurts did because it's Jalen Hurts, and you still want to see what he gives you. But this game is about Nate Sudfeld and Doug Peterson's decision to bring in Nate Sudfeld. And I was questioning Doug Peterson early in this game. It was about a 54-yard field goal on a 4th and 7. They don't send the They don't send the field goal team out. They send the offense out, but the offense gets a delay of game. And then you move back 5 yards, and now you have to punt the ball, which ended up only being a 12-yard difference because the line of scrimmage was at the 32, and Cameron Johnson kicked it out of the back of the end zone, so it was a touchback, so the ball went to the 20. So really, you only gained 12 yards of field position there. And chip shot field goal, once again. It's 4th and goal. You're at the goal line. Chip shot field goal, obviously Jake Elliott. He probably, I shouldn't say chip shot, it's Jake Elliott. But a very easy, very makeable field goal. Goes for it on 4th and goal. And Jalen Hurts underthrew a wide open receiver, obviously rolling out to his left. That's a throw he has to make. Wide open. Wasn't contested. There wasn't even people there was no pressure in his face. It's not like someone was right here as the ball was being released. He had an open guy. So it was obvious Doug did not want to win this game. And I guess Nate Sudfeld gave you the best chance because he threw a pick, he fumbled, he did it all except drive down the field. And Al Michaels, I think, summed it up best. It was a 3rd down. The Eagles are in the 50 seconds left in the game. And Nate Sudfeld rolls out to his left. At this point, they're down 6. You need to go to the end zone. He throws it to a covered Boston Scott, who was doing just a little check down. And Al Michaels goes, "Ugh, what was that?" I think that summed up perfectly what this season was. What that game was. That game was a perfect way for the NFC East to go out this year. Obviously, like I said earlier, Eagles losing this game was probably best case scenario for the franchise moving forward, but because now you set yourself up to get a star wide receiver, you hope. Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase come to mind. If somehow they're not there, I don't know if they trade back or if they go for Patrick Surtain, the corner, or if they take a quarterback. And see, that sad part is, I wish I was joking. Because what is Jalen Hurts really showing you? I'll have a video coming out on that a different time. But obviously, NFL, everybody's outraged over the decision to go to Nate Sudfeld. Doug Peterson apparently told the Sunday Night Football crew that he wanted to go to Sudfeld, and I guess he didn't give an answer if they said, like, obviously, like, if it's a blowout, you're going to go to one, but if it's a close game, are you still going to? He answered that last night. Yeah, he is. What can I say? He's fearless. But I think the funniest part about last night is Giants players on Twitter going crazy like we got robbed of a playoffs. No, you didn't. You had 6 wins. If Evan Ingram catches that pass against us, you make the playoffs. Whose fault is that? Don't start 0-5 next time, maybe, and then you won't be in this situation. Win a couple games. If anyone got robbed of the playoffs, if we're going down that road, it would be Miami, who went 10-6, yet a 7-9 team made the playoffs. Obviously, different conference, AFC, NFC, but you get the picture. They did not get robbed. Just win more games. Saying a 6-10 team got robbed of a home playoff game, if anything, the NFC East is robbing the NFL of ratings for round 1. But Nate Sudfeld showed you absolutely nothing. What a QB factory. Wentz has his worst year. Jalen Hurts, what is he really showing you passing-wise? He's showing you he's a good runner. What is he showing you passing-wise? And Nate Sudfeld showed you that yeah, that's what Nate Sudfeld just showed you. And real quick, last message to harp on the whole NFL, people are mad about blah, 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 blah. Dan Orlovsky, very known on ESPN, former Lions quarterback of the 0-16 Lions team, ran out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Huge Wentz fan. In case you guys don't know, goes on First Take about every day, goes against Max Kellerman about it. He puts on Twitter, it's fair to laugh about the NFC East this year, but at the end of the day, the 4 teams played to win every week until the last game of the last week of the season. The Giants and Cowboys battled their tails off today for what they thought was a chance, when in reality they didn't have one. The NFL is a league that is about respect in every aspect. Philly is a city that prides itself on having a chance when no one thinks they do, for never, ever, ever giving in, not one that bows down and looks for the easy road. What happened to respecting the game and respecting the others within the league? Now, I will agree, the whole underdog thing kind of carried the city throughout the Super Bowl run, but he must not have followed the NBA during the Sixers time. I mean, we literally were garbage on purpose for 4 years, to the point where the commissioner of the NBA had to step in and got rid of Sam Hinkie. But Dan Orlovsky, now this was last night. What I just read was last night. October 17th, 2020. A message to any NFL fan base that's in the running for the number 1 pick. Winning 1 game is not worth it if it forces you to not get the first pick to draft Trevor Lawrence. Simply put, it's just not worth missing out on getting that first pick. So, the only reason this is a big deal is because it was a Sunday night game. If the Eagles played at 1 o'clock, it would have been a big deal for the half-hour window between the 1 and 4 games, and then the 4 games would have happened, the Sunday night football game would have happened, everyone would have been looking forward to the playoffs. But instead, we're the talk of the town because we lost on purpose, like the Jets and the Jaguars did. So, let me know what you guys thought down below the game. You happy they lost? You wanted to see them win? I will say I feel terrible for Jason Kelce, Zach Ertz, those guys who gave it their all season. There was one photo, going on a side note, there was one photo of Kelce, Ertz, and Wentz post-game out, like, after they got dressed, out of the locker room, on the field for what it looked like to be one last time. With the Eagles, most likely Kelce probably might retire. Zach Ertz most likely won't be here, and who knows what's going to happen with Carson Wentz. So let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace.